Ezekiel 38 verses 3 through 5 read, "And say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And I will turn thee back, and put hooks into thy jaws. And I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armour. Even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee." This piece of scripture is generally understood by students and teachers of end times Bible prophecy as an end times war, where a coalition of Russia, Iran and Turkey, as well as several North African countries, will attack Israel. The reason of this attack is also given, namely to take a spoil. The exact meaning of this has only become clear recently, as Israel has discovered and is now exploiting vast fields of natural gas. With that, Israel has an ever-increasing important role on the global energy market. At the same time, we see that Russia has lost market in Europe due to the situation in Ukraine. We already explained this in 2014 in our video Ukraine and the Leviathan prophecy, as the situation began to shift already. Now, with the destruction of the major pipelines and the ongoing military conflict, this has only become more clear. Iran has also lost much of its energy sales market because of the sanctions that the West has imposed on them. And we also see that the alliance between Russia and Iran has strengthened, both in Syria as well as in Ukraine, where Iran is responsible for the production and delivery of many of the drones used there. So, what does Turkey have to do with all this? Turkey is named the House of Togarmah in the aforementioned Bible verses. Turkey is part of NATO and seems to be separate from all of this. Well, that is shifting now too. The situation in Ukraine has prompted Finland and Sweden to apply for membership of NATO. And it is Turkey who is in the way of making this happen, in particular because of the, in Erdogan's eyes, too lenient position of Sweden with regards to the PKK, the Kurdistan Workers' Party. The recent protest in Sweden, where politician Rasmus Paludan burned a Koran, seems to have tilted the balance to a definite no with regards to Turkey ever ratifying Sweden's application to enter NATO. It has set in motion two things. Within NATO, the idea is growing to ditch Turkey, as voiced by ex-Supreme Allied Commander of NATO James Stavridis, and as reported by BNE IntelliNews on January 23rd. On the other hand, Turkey itself has also expressed that it may leave NATO in 5 to 6 months due to provocations, as Armenia News reported on January the 25th. Here in Greece, we are not surprised by these events, as Turkey is a strange member of the NATO family to begin with. There have been long-standing and increasing threats by Turkey to Greece, both NATO members and neighbors. In fact, the US has been supplying Greece with Reaper drones just recently, because of the tensions between Turkey and Greece. And all this happens in the shadow of the Ukraine conflict. But the US bases and military buildup in Greece is massive. As Erdogan said, the American military bases in Greece are so many that they cannot be counted. Greece has practically become an outpost of America. But in light of the above prophecy, we do expect Turkey to leave NATO, as we have said several times and since years here on this channel. We are therefore not at all surprised by these news articles. It's quite likely that when the conflict in Ukraine will escalate to a full-scale war between NATO and Russia, which it now is by proxy, that Turkey will try to annex several Greek islands and waters that they claim should be theirs. Waters that, as you can guess, hold oil and gas reserves. It will be one of the different fronts that will ignite, next to China, Taiwan, Israel, Iran, North and South Korea, and possibly Pakistan, India. That will truly be a world war. Not yet the Gog-Magog war of which Ezekiel speaks, but all will be set for that, and it might follow right away in its trail. It is amazing, exciting and sobering to see a 2,700-year-old prophecy come to fulfillment right before our eyes. But it is and remains war. There will be much destruction, devastation and death, and unfortunately many are not ready to meet eternity. There is work to do. Keep looking up, brethren. Our redemption draws near.